This is what the check-in area of the Murtala Muhammed Airport 2 in Lagos looks like as passengers jostle to catch an early flight into the federal capital, Abuja.
You can go in.
Checks over, it's time to board the aircraft. As passengers continue to make their way in, we get into the cockpit and the pilots here say it's good to be going back into the capital city, but they note that there are lessons to be taken away from the closure.
We need to be proactive. The runways were 15 years overdue for maintenance of drastic repairs. Now that it's been started, it should be spread across the country and get every other runway that needs sorted already.
We are very glad to go back to the city. Most of passengers really wanted to go direct to Abuja. Now that we've been going there, I'm sure everybody's happy for that.
With everyone seated, the plane takes to the runway. The first time in about 6 weeks that local flights will be flying directly into the capital city of Abuja. At the moment, we're on board Medview Airlines flight VL 2100, and we're cruising at about 33,000 feet above sea level. Generally, the atmosphere in here in the cabin is calm, but we also ask passengers how they feel about flying directly again into this city.
Well, it's a major relief, but we must thank the agencies, Ministry of Transport, Aviation, Ministry of Works, and other Nigerians who gave the support. But the greatest thing is to thank God that we didn't wait for a disaster to happen in Abuja before we took that decision.
The last couple of weeks have been quite challenging for some of us who fly quite frequently. The logistics of having to go to Kaduna and all that. But I think it has been managed quite effectively, and we're happy we're returning.
55 minutes later, passengers disembarked the aircraft in Abuja, and a senior official of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria explains what is left of the runway repair.
There will be some little markings, which are not related to safety. And what we usually do is that you now have to seek for a window from NAMA, from the control tower, that you want to do a job so time, and they give you, okay, this time there is no flight, so you can quickly do it and move out.
With the runway project executed at about 5.8 billion naira, many travelers are asking the federal government to ensure that the maintenance schedule is kept to avoid a repeat of the experience of the past 6 weeks. From Abuja, Bukola Jo Oketumbi, Channels Television News.
As local flights resume operations at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, passengers have continued to applaud the timely execution of the airport's reconstruction. That's the runway, of course. Well, some of the passengers who spoke to Channels Television in Abuja appealed to the federal government to urgently consider the construction of a second runway for the airport, in addition to regular maintenance of the newly renovated one.
Can't imagine the relief. It is such a relief. I actually delayed my flight yesterday to travel today to be sure that I will be coming into Abuja instead of going to Kaduna. I didn't want to have to do it at all. So once I knew that they were talking about shifting to Abuja today, I deliberately delayed my flight so that I could go today.
We're happy that we can now fly back to Abuja without going through Kaduna. Kaduna was not a bad experience, but it wasn't the best experience. The exposure was so much, and so I feel very good flying to Abuja through this airport. And I know that so many other Nigerians also feel good. Going forward, I think that we should take the issues of our airport infrastructure more seriously. It didn't have to take this number of years before we could fix a runway.